Let's talk about chapter 264. I'm sure someone has already said it, but I'm going to say it again. This might be the best chapter of JJK, hands down. This chapter is either the best or the second best chapter in the whole series. This chapter starts off, we get a look at all four sorcerers on the battlefield right now, being Yuji, Sukuna, Hana Kurusu, and Todo. The Jacob's Ladder hits Sukuna. Sukuna instantly thinks of a way to counteract this Jacob's Ladder and punches the ground to create rubble in the sky. He then punches this rubble into smaller pieces of rubble so he could climb the Jacob's Ladder. And we see Sukuna chose to do this because unlike Yuta's domain where the sure hit was Jacob's Ladder, Angel's technique doesn't discriminate and it'll hit everybody in the area. So Sukuna uses this to reach Angel. Angel tries to get Hana to fall back, but it's too late as Sukuna is already behind her. Sukuna realizes that they share the same body, but unlike him and Yuji, they coexist within that same body, and thinks to himself that they are nothing but a weak shell with a strong technique. And by Hana losing one arm to Sukuna, they aren't able to muster as much strength as they did with the first Jacob's Ladder that they casted, making this one pale in comparison. And Sukuna decides in this instant that he's going to kill Angel, as he throws a black flash into what should be Angel but is Todo. And Sukuna gives Todo his flowers once more, saying he is a Jujutsu sorcerer to his very core. And we've already known this. And this black flash sends Todo all the way across the map. With those two out of the battle, Sukuna can focus on Yuji now. And Sukuna is shocked to see Yuji coming out of Jacob's Ladder. And Yuji also tanked the Jacob's Ladder, punching Sukuna straight in the face and then grabbing his leg, slamming him through like 6 stories. Sukuna gets out of this unfazed, but this is a very impressive speed feat from Yuji Itadori. This man is obviously locked in and starts to dismantle the roof that they're on. Sukuna sends out slashes towards Yuji and he dodges them effortlessly, only to be met with a fist to his face in the very next panel. And here we learn, after that black flash, Sukuna regained his RCT, and now he has 4 arms and 2 mouths, with a fully healed heart. We get more hand-to-hand combat as Sukuna thinks there's no need for him to make a risky move just like Gojo, since Sukuna thinks that he is not on the back foot, and it is Yuji who has to play catch-up. This is another 2-arm versus 4-arm battle. We seen one in Shibuya, and that one was a complete wash with Yuji winning, but here Yuji's fighting the king of curses, Sukuna. Sukuna shows his superior hand-to-hand combat skills with his 4 arms and send Yuji flying back. Sukuna concludes that all he needs to do is wait for his technique to recover, and the brat is no threat to him. Yuji cleaves the ground on Sukuna's footing to disrupt his landing and tries to send a dismantle strike at his soul, but he misses and hits the wall. Here we see that Yuji's soul cutting dismantle is great against reincarnates like Sukuna and pretty much anybody else in the culling games. While it is effective, if it does not land, it is basically useless. And in the next panel, we see a zoom in on Sukuna's face, and he doesn't have that smug look like he always does anymore. His eyes are so wide, like he can't believe what he's seeing right now. And when I was reading the leaks, I couldn't believe what I was seeing right now, because this man Yuji Itadori summons a domain expansion. This is the moment we've been waiting for, people. I can't wait to see the Yuji scaling now that he has simple domain, reverse curse technique, blood manipulation, cleave and dismantle, and he also has a domain expansion. Having a deep understanding of curse energy after hitting numerous black flashes, having the highest black flash count in the whole series by far, Yuji Itadori was a slow burn MC and it has finally paid off. After 264 chapters, our man Yuji Itadori finally gets the shine that he deserves. And rightfully so, against his hardest foe in the whole series since the first chapter. This man Sukuna has caused Yuji so much pain, so much stress, and he could finally get his get back. We get a flashback to Gojo saying that it extends a lot of cursed energy and has its merits. First off, the stat boost you get due to the environmental change is sort of like a buff in a video game, so to speak. Also, while you get this buff from the environment change, any curse techniques imbued into a domain are guaranteed to hit. And what other technique would Yuji Itadori choose to use in this exact moment? My guess is the soul cutting dismantle. Through switch training with Atsuya Kusakabe, Yuji Itadori learned the fundamentals of barrier techniques. Kusakabe did say that a simple domain is still a domain. So we should have known from that point forward that Yuji has a domain expansion and he was waiting for the perfect moment to execute. And this right here was the perfect moment. Back against the wall, last man standing. And Sukuna asked the same thing that Jogo asked. What is this? And Yuji Itadori, back to the happy-go-lucky main character he was before all the incidents in Shibuya and the culling games and everything else, tells Sukuna, let's go. No break either. Oh my god. With the narrator's comment saying this decisive one-on-one heads to an uncharted domain. Me personally, I cannot wait to see what Yuji's domain is, as we've been waiting for this moment for so long. Also, let's look at the domain hand sign. It looks like shrine, but it's not. It's missing the other two fingers. What do y'all think this domain expansion would be? I'm hyped to find out because we're not on break next week, or this week, because when I post this video, it will be around 3 days until the next leaks come out. It has been your boy Otaku Talks. If you made it to the end of this video, I would like to say I thank you so very much, because you did not have to, but you chose to stick around anyway. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, and subscribe. I'm out.